And the second 45 minutes, we'll have to see how they actually go. In general, for Bayern, he seemed a little bit on the back foot time and time again. Cologne, lots of pressure coming down from them already from the start. But since then, at least, Bayern have stayed in the game. Of course, the game currently being tied up at 2. Making for a very, very interesting continuation of this. Now, of course, Bayern in the black jerseys from left to right now. And Cologne continuing on from right to left in white. As they're trying to regain possession, but not for all too long. As now it is back for Cologne. Somehow trying to find that ball through. Lots of shoving going on as well. In the end, back and forth though, scrub being won by FC Bayern Munich. Let's have a look then as continuing on. Cologne down the left-hand side. Jonas Hector. Straight away though into the hands of Ron-Tom Hoffmann. Sven Ulreich actually leaving the pitch after that first half. Didn't really see too much action last season. Of course, always difficult when you had 2 other goalies that generally had priority over him as well. Right now, though, of course, within preseason testing, always a chance to show Julian Nagelsmann that you might be the right player to be the number 2 when it comes down to goalies throughout this season. And talking about Julian Nagelsmann, of course, his first game in an official capacity as the Bayern manager. Lots of shoving going back and forth, but at the end, deciding that everyone is good to play on. And possession then actually regained here for Bayern as they will take it the other way once more. Oh, and unnecessary to lose possession here. One player falls, but they continuing on. And at the end, it's Schaub who already scored 1 today. Not quite getting a chance to get a second here, Lewis. But still, it's a little bit too easy right now for Cologne to be into possession. And to get chances in. And he would have been able to beat the keeper as well. Was looking for that left-hand side, but in the end, too far above the goal. With that, Bayern now back in the driver's seats. Of course, a lot of changes actually came in here at halftime. In towards the center now. Towards Mikael Cousins. Nice chance from him, but just about a meter wide from that target. So yet again, not really too much for Cologne to be sweating about. We've seen 4 goals already. All of those between the 6th minute and the 34th. 6 minutes saw Bayern go up 1-0 in this test game. And the next 2 goals were scored by Cologne. All 4 goals thus far. More or less also to the fault of defenders, making a couple of easy mistakes that just aren't really necessary. But we'd have to say that Cologne goals were a little bit more difficult for anybody to try and defend or even to get to, especially that second goal. The side kick coming in from the number 13, from Louis Schaub. was just too strong and too difficult to actually deal with. That's the end right now, though. Bunasar, by now, also in towards this game. It was quite clear from the start that we're going to see a bunch of changes. We've seen one change in the first half already, when Moritz Mosandl came in for Christopher Scott. But by now, pretty much everybody else also getting a chance. Mindo Zeep, though, he's still on the pitch. He was the first goal scorer here as well for Bayern on this Saturday afternoon in Villingen-Schwenningen in the MS Technology Arena. And of course, for anybody missing it in between the halftime break or even in the pre-game, as we already touched base on it, a lot of news coming on throughout the week about the insane amounts of rain coming down in Rhineland-Pfalz and Nordrhein-Westfalen. Of course, Cologne in the heart of Nordrhein-Westfalen as well. So a lot of families there as fans are affected by the flooding, with the masses of rain coming down. And with that, of course, Bayern, Cologne and Telekom all together decided to put 100,000 euros together to try and help the relief efforts in those regions, to help the people who are displaced by the flooding. Now, though, cross coming in. Michael Cuisance. No problems there to deal with it, though, as it is going to be straight out for a throw-in. Lucas Copado on the pitch now as well. So many of these young guns, of course, getting a chance today. That's exactly what Nagelsmann said at the start as well, just saying, okay, well, everybody can roughly expect to play 45 minutes. Everybody's going to get a go today in this game. And he certainly made true on that promise, bring his whole bench in, changing everybody from the goalie all the way to the field players. And yellow card now coming up here for Bunasar, who was actually brought into this game at halftime. Has to be a little bit on the back foot. Otherwise, Cologne might get a couple of easier chances in this game still to come. A lot of people, of course, were expecting Bayern to be the clear favourite in this game today. But, of course, as you've already seen on the pitch, so many youngsters coming out from the second squad, from the under-19 squads as well. Just kind of say, okay, well, this is your chance to show the big boss that you might even deserve a spot in the years to come, or maybe even to play a couple more games this season. Always a chance to bring in some of the young guns. Of course, plenty of coverage throughout the season as well from the second squad. From the Regionalliga in Bayern. It's nice to see that they still get a shot today, though, to be in with a lot of coverage as well, to show what they've got. And, of course, plenty of fans here. If you're tuning in and think, well, this might just be a replay of a previous game. No, this is actually live. And there is, well, officially 6,000 fans at the FC Villingen Arena. Of course, the MS Technology Arena, who play Oberliga in their region here. Official capacity of 8,000 fans. 6,000 were supposed to be allowed, all tested or vaccinated, as local restrictions there apply. But of course, I mean, it does just look choco-loco full. Fans all around the pitch as well, in behind the fences, and everybody wants to get a glimpse at some of these players. Of course, for Cologne, they're playing today and tomorrow as well, up against Schaffhausen. For them, and for Bayern, it's the game today, and then back to practice during the week, and then it's the game coming up next weekend up against Ajax Amsterdam. in the next test series. And then the week after that, it will be Mönchengladbach as well. So plenty of chances, and then soon also for the rest of the pros to actually return to practice. Bayern this time not actually going to a training campus. Actually, we do see a third goal coming out, and it is Louis Schaub once again scoring. And in the end, we see Stefan Baumgart on the sidelines as well. Very happy with that outcome. It seemed to have been coming up already. We'll take another look at this now down the right-hand side. And in the end, not enough chasing towards the center. Not really anybody covering him